यूएस ਦੇ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਜੋ ਬਾਈਡਨ ਨੇ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਇਆਨ ਤੋਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੋਏ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਲਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਮਰਥਨ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਤੂਫਾਨ ਇਆਨ ਕਾਰਨ ਘਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਗਲੀਆਂ 'ਚ ਹੜ੍ਹ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। ਕੁਝ ਖੇਤਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੂਫਾਨ ਨੇ ਰਾਜ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਲੰਘਣ ਦੇ 4 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਹੜ੍ਹ ਦਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਧਦਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਸਥਾਨਕ ਅਧਿਕਾਰੀਆਂ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਰਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਘੱਟੋ-ਘੱਟ 103 ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੌਤ ਹੋਣ ਦੀ ਸੂਚਨਾ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ $100 ਬਿਲੀਅਨ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਬਾਈਡਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਹੋਏ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਭਰੋਸਾ ਵੀ ਜਤਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ।
You know, more fires have burned in the west and the southwest, burned everything right to the ground than the entire state of New Jersey, as much room as that takes up. And the reservoirs out west are down to almost zero. We're in a situation where the Colorado River looks more like a stream. There's a lot going on. And I think the one thing this has finally ended is a discussion about whether or not there's climate change and we should do something about it. But folks, I also want to, Jill and I have had you all in our prayers, and I mean that sincerely. And we're here today because we wanted to tell you in person that we're thinking of you and we're not leaving. We're not leaving till this gets done. I promise you that. You know, when you walk around here, what's left of Fisherman's Wharf, and you don't have to have much of an imagination to understand that everything is historic, titanic and unimaginable storm just ripped it to pieces. You got to start from scratch, got to move again. And it's going to take a lot of time, not weeks or months. It's going to take years for everything to get squared away in the state of Florida to fully recover and rebuild. We're here today with Governor DeSantis and Senator Rubio and Senator Scott and Congressman Donald. You know, today we have one job and only one job, and that's to make sure the people of Florida get everything that they need to fully, thoroughly recover. We're one of the few nations in the world that on the basis of a crisis we face, we're the only nation that comes out of it better than we went into it. And that's what we're going to do this time around. Come out of it better because this is the United States of America, and I emphasize united. We've seen extraordinary cooperation at every level of government, as the governor has said, and the cooperation began before the storm hit. Number one priority was saving lives. At the request of the governor, I signed an emergency declaration. Let's see if this thing works. Is this one working? I signed an emergency declaration that prepositioned federal assets, including food and water and generators, not only in Florida but in other states, so be ready if the worst happened, and it happened. We also prepositioned the largest number of search and rescue teams ever assembled in the United States. Ever assembled in the United States. And FEMA, the Pentagon, the Coast Guard, other agencies, so we can be ready to respond immediately working with state and local officials. And the search and rescue teams have knocked on nearly 70,000 doors and rescued over 3,800 people. Yesterday, Lee County alone, the search and rescue teams examined 24,000 structures just in this county, making sure we're accounting for everyone who still may be trapped.